All right, everybody. This is Cedric and Cedra. CR Wrestling commentary on New Japan Pro Wrestling Summer Struggle 2020 Day 8. In Day 7, we saw the champion's crown, and that is Chaos' Yoshihashi, Ichiro Tomohiro, and Goto Hiroki. And you know what? Good job they did. So, it's been a while. We know we're behind. Right now, what's rendering is the New Japan Cup USA. That's what's rendering now. And I'll be putting that up before we get done with this probably. But this match, the opening match, Young Lions and Nagata. So Uemura Yuya, Tsuji Yota, and Nagata Yuji versus the new 6-man tag team never openweight champions Yoshihashi, Ishii, Tomohiro, and Goto Hiroki. And it's an opening match like you think. Well, a few different things.
Yeah, Yoshihashi's got some confidence.
Yoshihashi looked completely different when he walked out.
He came out, he had a little bit of a strut.
Yes.
And his face was like, yeah, we're going to go out here and do this. Not like, I hope I survive.
Yeah. Well, time to go to the beating.
Yeah.
You know,
he didn't look like that.
He didn't. He looked like, yeah, you know, I'm going to bring the hurt.
Exactly.
And that's how he looked. And that's a different look. He looked different. He didn't have that sunken neck thing that he normally. No, he looked different.
And he didn't wear that damn coat.
Look, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Maybe this is what he's been needing, just a little confidence.
Maybe.
Give him a title, give him some confidence, see how he do, and let's roll.
And some people to work with him, to guide him, because it seems like Ishii and Goto were trying to
help him,
guide him.
And hey, if you want some great people, they are perfect balance.
Yeah.
They know the never area, so let them have it. You know. Now when Uemura Yuya, Tsuji Yota, Nagata Yuji, they worked very well together. They did some good things. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they were doing. They put some hurt on Yuya and Tsuji. They put some hurt. They're the same person, Yuya and Tsuji.
No.
Okay. They put some hurt on Yoshihashi, and Yuji had Yoshihashi in the hell's the move called? Crossface. The crossface, and Ishii walked up to him, and to break up the hold, he didn't like try to just stomp him and move on. No, he kicked him in the head, smacked him in the head, smacked him in the head, smacked him in the head about 5 times, and Yuji didn't answer back. He just rolled out the ring. I'm like, man.
Then later they went at it
outside the ring.
They whooped each other up. Now, I want y'all. Anyone else notice this? There was some kind of overlay track or something in the PA system of the arena. Something going on.
Yeah.
Some weird sound. Oh, that's not the crowd. It came up twice. If it's a cover up, does anyone have any idea what they were covering up? 2, if it's not, what in the world? You know, so I don't know. But this match ends. Yoshihashi got the win with the butterfly lock. He got the win
on Yuya,
and you know,
and that's it.
He looked good, and they're helping him out with that rope hung drop kick.
Yeah, Goto going to hold the legs of the one receiving it, so it looks better. It looks like it's a double team move.
And Yoshihashi delivered the move better. That drop kick was done a lot better.
Yes,
this time.
It's like, damn it, man! If you insist on doing it, let's do it right.
Yes. Good job for Yoshihashi. I hope he keeps it up, and I hope he doesn't go back at all. You know, him and Tai Chi need to elevate their game, and it seems Tai Chi's been ahead. Yoshihashi's going to do the catch up, but he can catch up and get even further. He has the ability, because Yoshihashi's devastating.
Yeah.
Once you get past his opening stuff.
Gotta get past the opening 7 minutes.
Get past once you get past that rope hung drop kick, that's when he starts getting better in the match. And you know what I'm saying? I would remove.
He starts off good because he got a chop like a mother.
I love his chops. But he needs to work on that other stuff.
On that mid match lull.
More body slams, more suplexes. Get on them, stay on them.
DVD.
You just say that. Look, if you're a wrestler, you want to please us. have a Death Valley driver and a Northern Light bomb, and we good.
And be SANADA.
Fuck it. I was trying. I'm done. Let's roll to the next match. Let's roll. Alright, so this next match, Master Wato, Tenzan Hideyoshi, Ibushi Kota, and Tanahashi Hiroshi versus Suzuki-gun's Doki, Kanemaru Yoshinobu, Zack Sabre Jr., and Tai Chi. Your typical match, yeah. Okay. Problem, this match had a lot of flaws. I don't know what was going wrong, but nobody was doing too much right.
First, to start off with, they had Tenzan in this match. There's no need for him to be there. There's no need for Doki to be in. It could have been a 3-on-3 since Kanemaru and Master Wato seem to have some sort of, I guess, tiny beef. There's 2 extra people that need to be in it because you barely saw them. One just took the pin, and Tenzan only there for the opening exchange.
Doki missed a diving tope. Everyone they gathered up, they waited, and then as Cedric knows, they parted. And I know they backed up. Doki just hit flat on his back, but everyone fell down like, yeah, we got hit.
It's like he grazed him on the way down and basically hit the floor.
You can hear the slap of his back on the floor. And then you've got a part where Wato and Kanemaru, they did a thing, but I get tired of this where Kanemaru watches him run from rope to rope and then do the punch. I'm like, you just stood there and watched the whole thing. You could have gotten the ring and attacked him. You could have just moved out the way when he jumped. See,
could look like you were hurt at least out there. You hit the outside. Oh, you're hurt.
Yep. Now Now we're looking at the end poses. Yeah, Golden Aces. Tanahashi's he's got his abs back. He's getting built. You know, Ibushi is the damn influencer of this because he did that mess to Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
His workout regimen. I want to know what it is so I can do it. Because I need to come down and then come up. I gotta lose the weight and then get the bulk.
Okay.
I want to look like Tanahashi, honestly, just with my skin tone.
Why
It'll stand out
Tanahashi?
better. Because him being older and bulkier, he looks bulkier.
You see Kota show off?
Yeah.
There was no point for that push-up. There was no point for that push-up.
But Tanahashi wins with the high fly flow, and he hit it like in his younger days.
Yep.
And
he didn't seem to writhe afterwards.
Yeah, so that's good. So I'm glad that went down. That sound came back in this match early on, but then it went away.
I didn't hear it.
Whatever that sound is, but yeah, we're gonna get to the next match. But it was a good match, but everything Teacher said, spot on. So, let's roll. Okay. So this is the KOPW no finisher, El Desperado versus Kojima Satoshi, and it was a good match. Obvious face, obvious heel, really good match. But the idea is no one can use their finisher, so I don't know what Despy calls it, but I'm used to seeing is the Angel's Wings, and Kojima can't use the lariat, the Western lariat. Okay. There was a spot where he lariat the arm, but it's like it don't count because it's not the lariat. It's a counter. It's a counter, but it's a clubbing forearm type thing. Then later you get to see, the ref is down, Despy trying to take advantage, yada yada yada, and then suddenly there's the whole. It's time to Despy takes advantage, but he can't get his finisher on.
He tried.
And then since he couldn't get his finisher on, that's when he's like, oh, I'm a bait you. So he's, he can lariat, and he's trying, and Kojima's standing up to it. And Kojima's lariat naturally is that of a counter primarily. He uses it. He doesn't use it offensively. It's more like a defense so strong you would think it's offense.
Yeah, he don't set up for it elaborately like Okada.
And when he does, that's when he takes the armband off, throws it up, comes off the ropes.
And that's still not very elaborate in comparison.
No, not really. So, So he came off the ropes, Despy did a few times, and he's trying to go to and you can see Kojima, and he's setting it up. Despy's like, don't you want to do it? It's right here. Look at me. I'm right here. And you can see Kojima's like, I can do it so easily. You can see him mad. You can see, he hit it. Now, Kojima pulled off a weird, there's a scissor leg top wrist lock thing.
Something like that.
He pulled that off. And then the second time he did it, you can see Despy tapping. He also hit the super ace crusher. He hit that. He got
the ace crusher.
Huh?
He hit a regular one too, right?
No, I don't think he did the regular ace crusher.
He did one before that. Okay.
Not that I saw. I was probably glancing at the game. I don't know. And then he got some of his other moves. He still got the riding bomb. I think he innovated that. And then the stretch bomb the sit out stretch bomb for a hold. He didn't do that. And these are moves that he can still easily do, no problem. You can do an ace crusher off the second rope. You can do the other stuff. But Despy goaded him, and then Kojima just laid into him with that Larry, just ate him up. And you can see Kojima, I know I lost, but it felt right.
Yeah, he was lost, but he was satisfied.
It's like the reverse of a Pyrrhic victory. It's like a Pyrrhic loss. You didn't get anything, but you gained such satisfaction.
Exactly.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match.
Good heel tactics. I've seen this type of thing before in the NWA. So I already knew the match elements before they even had it. But they did those match elements and did them very well. I really couldn't. These two couldn't put on a much better performance easily. The problem is if they did, they would outshine the other matches.
Yeah, they would. It'd be a main event type of thing.
Yeah, these two put in maybe 40% of the work that they could have done. And I'm not going to score a match low because of that. You can't outshine the rest because people are trying to build up to see the better stuff later, that kind of thing. So, I think they did great. Kojima losing, I see it, but in truth, it's the only way he would lose.
Yeah, because I really didn't see Desperado winning. I enjoy seeing him wrestle singles because that's a rarity,
and he can do that.
But I just didn't see him beating Kojima.
Honestly, he shouldn't have won. If they look back and see that Super Ace Crusher, they'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have kicked out. But they had a finish in mind, so they couldn't go with that one. That's pretty much how it goes. We know what the finish is, but they got to do everything else in the middle. And what was in the middle really should have been the end instead of the ending. Still in all, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Kojima should be seen better than what they see him as, because he really should have won the match in truth. They should have had him go forward. But we'll see. We'll see how far Despy goes. I'm a Desperado fan. He pisses me off, but I'm a fan.
He's very good at what he does. He's very good at his healing.
Yes. So it goes to show you don't have to speak the language to piss somebody off. Just do it in the ring, which is what a heel does in the ring. And I'm sure there's some talk if you go to YouTube, but I'm not doing that. So that said, let's roll. Okay, so look, KOPW pinfall 2-count match, Bushi versus Yano Toru. And I'm like, this is one of them scary matches because you can't rest, you can't chill, you got to kick out immediately.
Stay in motion.
So the match goes, it's the match you would expect. They keep trying to pin each other. Yano gets the corner off, therefore everything he does is going to end up in the schoolboy. They get outside the ring. Yano goes for the tape. Bushi gets it.
Bushi tapes him up, tapes his legs together,
throws him into the ring. And then he's like, yeah, buddy, yeah.
Yano gets to his feet, he drop kicks his legs,
puts him down. I was like, Oklahoma roll, ghetto stretch. Nope, he tries the master cradle. And he rolls him, he gets him over. Yano, as soon as he touches the mat, throws his legs down, his taped legs down, rolls him up, one, two. And Yano looks like a little bit of whoa. Bushi's like, no, you can see it like what the world? I'm like, Yano is like, you can't trap me.
Nope.
Others have tried to trap Yano and they always backfire. This is just another one of the SANADA doll.
It's adorable.
That's cute. So this literally we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, this is one of the fun matches.
I was rooting for Bushi.
I was rooting for Bushi. Yano always goes over, you know, in terms of these tomfoolery matches. But I was hoping Bushi would be alright. Yeah.
Yano is slippery.
This is Sho versus SANADA right here. Alright. But this was Bushi's chance. Yano said no.
Yano is slippery, man. You
gotta love that. You gotta love it. Alright. We're gonna what's this? Submission match. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to read that. Submission. Okay. So alright. Let's roll. Okay, so this is KOPW submission match. SANADA versus Sho. Giving full disclosure, we went through all the matches, and I'm feeling a little better than I was when it ended the first time. And this didn't record. I hit record, but you know, OBS Studio just
didn't record.
It just didn't record. So we're gonna do this pretty much in post-production using a Wondershare Filmora 7. So it's just a still shot instead of the flickering and the yada yadas. Yeah, just to talk about this match because it's easy to talk about this match.
It was a good match.
It was a straight up professional wrestling match.
Two of their stellar underutilized wrestlers, Sho and SANADA.
And no one gives them the recognition that they deserve. New Japan Pro Wrestling don't care about this at all. Sho showed that he has an amazing ground game.
Yes.
He showed that he can carry the match. Look, straight up, he does it, and I said this before, so I'm kind of rehashing stuff, but he does this better than the champions, and those champions include, you know, Evil, Naito, and Okada. They've never carried a ground game like this.
Nope.
And we know Sho has a straight up power game.
And he's more than the whipping post member of
Roppongi
3K.
Yeah. Sanada's already pretty much established himself.
Yeah.
Sho is establishing himself, and in this match, if the people don't wake up and see Sho, then there's something wrong with them.
You know, he's got a wonderful ground game, a obvious submission game. He's far more powerful than your average lightweight wrestler. And he's extraordinarily emotional in the ring. You believe that he is trying to accomplish something.
That is something you do not see too often. You just don't see it too often. You can see it a bit with Ishii in bigger matches.
Yeah.
Where he do things you rarely see him do. And it's like, uh-oh, that's it right there.
Yeah.
You get that feeling of yes. And I get that with Sho. That this is going to happen. I love that feeling when I look at someone come to the ring and I know this is going to happen.
Exactly. You always expect a good match when Sho comes to the ring. That's just it.
I really hope. Now look, he's holding the tag title, the junior tag title, which is good. Why? Because he's the only one there, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only junior. That no other junior has a tag partner.
Nope.
And they're just gonna splice people together anyway. So,
yeah.
I mean, New Japan, you fail.
And most likely with Yo being hurt, they're gonna have to strip him of that title anyway.
And give it to who? Wait, let's have a tournament between no one.
Yeah, because there's no one to fly in for a tournament.
We didn't talk about the junior title at all in the first go round. So, this match, what I did say was, I recommend anyone who wants to get into professional wrestling, watch this match.
Oh,
if you cannot do this, then you don't need to get into professional wrestling. If you just want to, well, I'm slim, I'm small, I can flip-flop and stuff, then you're not a pro wrestler. You're too scared to get into true acrobatics, and you're going to use wrestling to get yourself over. That's really all that is.
And something else that was portrayed in this match is the fact that, you know, if you are an actual professional wrestler, you have more than one way to finish a match.
And show. Woo!
I was going to talk about SANADA. SANADA's been doing the moonsault and, of course, the skull end. But he systematically picked apart Show's leg, his knee.
You rarely
he
see him drop
the knee the whole time.
You usually see him do a basement drop kick, the dragon screw every once in a while.
But he was wearing it out.
He did what he could to. And I said, what move does he have that would work the knee? I haven't seen him, you know. And he was like, you know why he working the knee, basically because KG trained him.
Yeah.
And it's like, then I was like, I thought to myself, that means he's going to apply figure 4. Keiji Muto has roughly 3 ways of applying the figure 4 leg lock. First is your base form where he sits up, he might smack the mat, or he'll just sit up and look, okay, fine. Then he's got the other way he turns to the side, kind of like Liger. But then he's got that other one, the one that SANADA won with tonight, when he turns to the side and posts up on their hand, elevate them off the mat.
It looked nasty.
It looked brutal. And you got to actually see how the legs are on the perfect figure 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's why original name, figure 4 grapevine. Because, you know, you grapevining things. Back then, you grapevine. You didn't hook or anything. You grapevined. You know, so like the...
It's much more descriptive.
Like the kimura would be like the V-lock or V1 grapevine. You know, that's, you know, something like that. He won, Show tapped, didn't want to.
No, he didn't want to.
He didn't want to tap.
I'm sure he's mad at himself.
Yep. And we haven't watched any of the old post stuff. We haven't done that because we want to get stuff rolling and get it going. But yeah, that's how, look, I enjoyed that match. You're a pro wrestler, you want to get better, watch it. If you're an aerial guy, okay, fine. What happens when you get hurt and you can't do it?
Happens when you get old.
It's no different than when you see those old movies and maybe current situations with like, you ain't gonna be pretty forever, you better develop a personality.
It's the same thing.
Yep. But you can't be all nimble and flippy floppy all your life.
Mm-mm.
You know it's gonna get to a point you be like, you know what, that top rope, you seem like you're a little better coming off that second rope. And anything lower than the second rope, don't even try, because what's the point?
Yeah.
So you better develop a personality.
Like
you better
not the top step. I mean the bottom step.
And look, I'm not saying do one or the other. No, elevate your game. You can use a great ground game to do a high flying game.
Be flexible and expansive.
Yes. Get your wrestle on. You know, you don't mark for the fans. The fans should mark for you. Come on. That's what I'm saying, man. I like being a mark. Mark for life. All right. I think I'm using the term right. You know, because you're the mark. So
yeah.
In any case.
Definitely, I get it.
All right. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of this. But we did this post in Filmora. So hopefully it'll come out all right. In any case, let's roll. Okay. Main event. Y'all can hear it in my voice, you know how I feel.
It was terrible.
Gedo, Jado, and Takashi Yujiro versus Okada Kazuchika in a 1 versus 3 handicap tag team match. And if you ever want to look, oh my goodness. Okay, look. This is how you bury talent. The fans will never be able to respect Yujiro. Never. They'll never be able to respect Gedo. Jado.
I don't think the respect level is going to change at all.
I don't think, yeah. Okay. So, Okada, Superman, right? This dude kicks out, I think he kicked out a pimp juice?
I think so.
I think he got the DDT on him. I think, let's say remove that. He kicked out of the Gedo stretch, that innovated pin. He kicked out of a few other DDTs.
The super power bomb?
The super power bomb.
Two-man assisted.
Yep. So basically like a rocket launcher almost. Well, no. The double super power bomb. My bad. And then Ghetto used. He was like Superfly. Supposed to be the massive body press,
And
but
it
it was
good.
it was really just it was a frog splash,
Yeah.
and it was done very well. He kicks out the frog splash, kicks out the super power bomb. He kicks out the Ghetto stretch. He kicks out the multiple cheating and pin predicaments. He kicked out all these finishing moves and signature moves, and he ain't got to get his but once. So right now, Yujiro looks like someone too weak to be in the ring at all. Jado and Ghetto, they're pretty much just sort of moral support and just tomfoolery in the ring stuff. That's pretty much what they've been for the past couple of years anyway.
And it seemed to me that from when the match started, everybody was moving about the speed of Jado. It looked bad.
And so this is the main event. This is the main event, and at the whole time of this whole event, they had we figured it out. Cedric figured it out. It's basically a laugh track. They got overplay of the crowd, and they don't realize it come across as almost booing on all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like there's a crowd cheering in the hallway.
It's terrible. Okay, you don't have that much in attendance. Fine. Don't play it out. Don't cover it up. It's so gross. It's like they'd rather save face than to do what's right. And honestly, when all you care to do is save face, everything you do is going to be negative. It's going to look bad. It's going to sound bad. Ultimately, it's going to be bad. But this was the main event. Burying Bullet Club. Tama Tonga was watching this. He'd be pissed.
He should be pissed because that was terrible.
That was gross.
They could have just left this out altogether and let SANADA and Show be the main event.
It should have been. This was just abysmal. Every Okada match seems to be abysmal.
Yeah, they're getting worse and worse.
I'm like, he put on that weird Buffalo sleeper. I like, put your hand out. Ghetto, put your hand out. Then he surrenders, and I'm like, put your hand away. It ain't like he got your wrist locked. Put your hand away, Isn't
that the way you do it, by having the wrist lock, not the hand?
Yes, and more of a rear view, a rear hold instead of a side hold. But that's, oh my goodness, it's like when it was like Brian Griffin dressed up like Snoopy, and it was like, aren't you gonna get sued for this? It was like, no, because I don't look just like him. Oh my goodness. Okada shouldn't have won that match.
Nope.
Yujiro looked weak. He looked ineffective at all.
Because here's what makes it so bad. He put up the stipulation. How about 3-on-1? The fans vote for it. They do it, and he wins.
It's so cliche. But here's the thing. Okay, y'all. Even Cedra. This is how you know Okada's going to win. He pulled this crap together. That'd be like Liger pulling out Best of Super Juniors and then losing the first round. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Chono being Mr. G1, and then when you finally get to see him in the G1, he loses every match. But the way Okada and them are running this show, it's like Chono losing every match except the last one where he wins by submission, and then he goes on to the main event. And it's like, wait, what? Don't make
how it goes.
What about the point system?
Fuck the point system.
So, it's terrible. It's just gross. This is terrible. Okada need not be winning. Okada need not be in this. Okada, go away. I can't deal. I am going to, from now on, when it's an Okada match, I am going to shortchange this shit because it is needless to even go over as well as I'm doing it. And I'm burying him. I've got nothing positive to say. I just don't see the appeal of Okada when everything he touches is shit. The fans don't respond to him in the arena. He has to hype them up because in Japan, just it's the culture. You have to go with the positivity. You have to. This sucks. I feel the way Yujiro looked walking away from that ring. I just... Okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
That's it.
We watched 2 shows. We're 1 behind. Soon probably be 2 behind, but we're going to catch up. We're going to start, we're going to power through these because it's not fair to y'all, the listeners, that we don't do this on a more timely basis. So we're going to try to do this on a more timely basis. We just got to get our shit together. I ain't feeling that well right now anyway. I wasn't feeling that well when this match started. Watching it made me feel worse. I'm going to have to end this now as it is. So, you got anything to add though?
Oh, let's end it.
Alright, so this has been Cedric and Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary on New Japan Pro Wrestling Summer Struggle 2020 Day 8. Good night, everyone.